is Sophie Patterson, and I represent a group of people looking to put on a group-generated, multidisciplinary, multimedia, relevant, poignant version of Antigone.
It's a political play about people.
I think Antigone is important because it deals so much with everything we deal with in our everyday: family, love, loss, honor, the struggle between all of those things and what right decisions to make.
Antigone tells the story of Oedipus's youngest daughter, who returns to her city after her father's death to discover that her two older brothers have killed each other in a battle for the throne. Her uncle Creon is now in power, and Creon issues an edict saying that one of the brothers will be buried, but the other will be left to rot in the fields. And Antigone decides to bury her brother, which means Creon is bound to put her to death.
What is morally correct in our present times?
An increasingly political world climate, we're starting to forget that politicians don't usually start out as people who want to hurt people.
Theater is a multidisciplinary art form. It's collaborative, it's communal. At its most simple, it's just one person telling a story to another person, but at its most complex, it is the perfect synthesis of every artistic medium and every artistic element.
I'm lighting, technical direction.
I am choreographing.
I write programs, do pretty things on computer screens. I'm interested in helping to bring a very cohesive and beautiful aesthetic to Antigone, because I've been so lucky to get the opportunity to do it.
Theater is a communal art form, and I mean this not only in the sense that it is born out of and made for a certain society, but that a certain group of people, a community of people, make it.
My great-great-grandfather was the first president of Mali, a country in Africa where my father is from.
But I know that I must be an actor, and I know that I must be a man.
It's extremely important to me to work with artists who are excited, who have something to say, and who really want to make something.
My house is foreclosed on, like, student loans are going bananas, and it's like, I have something really important to say about these things.
I don't have to be in a production about trans people or transition in order to be trans and tell a story about it.
Our Antigone is set in a post-apocalyptic Seattle with a 90s grunge aesthetic. Our Creon is a drag queen, our chorus is a bartender, and our Antigone is a pothead.
Focusing on Seattle, I think that's something that really connects with me.
Could I give up being an actor in order to live fully as a man? And I don't have to. And I think the community in Seattle has really has helped with that decision.
With the apocalypse idea, I think that's very interesting because, 2012, December, it's coming up, it's on everyone's minds. Why not play with that a little bit? Why not take a jab at the audience with that? So.
Inevitably, the question becomes, why this play now? Why this play here? And quite frankly, why theater at all?
I think it is a rare opportunity to make meaningful art to a community in which it can fully blossom and feed a community that is giving into it. And an opportunity to showcase the work of so many artists in terms of multimedia and dance and theater.
The communication, it's a sense of community.
Kind of the same way that philosophy is important, not because it really answers any questions, but it kind of helps you to understand the world and life in important ways.
With Obamacare, there's so many issues with that also. It is politically relevant.
There are things that we want to do for good, and that we're all trying to do what we think is good, even if someone doesn't care about the same things that you do. They're doing things that they care about.
Power of theater lies with the audience.
It makes the unbearable bearable.
So many different people come together because of theater. And that it's not just for one type of human being, it's for all human beings, because life is theater. Every day is theatrical.
I'm Ben Van Sitters.
I am Drew Combs.
I'm Kay Dudley.
I'm Anthony Lee Phillips.
I'm Aisha Keita.
I'm Gina Keating.
I'm Grace Carmack,
I'm Kamaria Harris,
and I believe
And I 300% believe
and I believe full-heartedly.
And I believe in Antigone.
There she goes, there she goes.